reporters, oh my God, you're wearing a MAGA hat. My entire message all last year was about, hey man, quit apologizing. Quit apologizing for being a man. Quit apologizing for your beliefs.
Nick BOSA is under fire for wearing a MAGA hat after the big W against the Dallas Cowboys. The world seems to be in flux in reacting to this, so let's get into this, guys. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, thumbs up, like the video. Let's go. MAGA hat stunt from 49ers Nick BOSA broke NFL rules. For those who don't know, Nick BOSA is a defensive edge rusher for the San Francisco 49ers. And after they won against the Dallas Cowboys, Nick BOSA interrupts an interview with a MAGA hat on. Now, the hat was white with gold letters. I did see it. I thought nothing of it. But why is this a big deal? In my opinion, this is because of where both of the electoral candidates are right now, on their campaign trails. We all know that a lot of people does not like one side or the other for their own reasons. Now, guys, I'm going to be the first to tell you that I am an independent voter. So I'm going to have a lot of mixed emotions about this take. But I want to talk about something specifically before we get into the Jason Whitlock reaction video. And that's the fact that the NFL, at least these articles are coming out trying to say that Nick BOSA broke the NFL rule where you cannot apparently wear political stuff. I've never heard of this rule, but we're going to get into it here because I see what's going on. And I do think that they are trying to, throw Nick BOSA under the bus the same way that they did Harrison Butker, who is the famous kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. He was under fire for just his political views. And I just think that at the end of the day, it's a little messed up. Like, there's so many things going on that in schools and sports that we allow, but some of the things that should be allowed, which is the First Amendment, which you should be able to speak and wear things respectfully that don't offend people. Apparently wearing anything MAGA related or related to Donald Trump is offensive to the whole world, and I just don't get the meaning behind it. But let's get into it, guys, where it says BOSA crashed NBC's post-game interview Sunday while wearing a Make America Great Again hat, showing off his apparent support for Republican president nominee 9 days before Election Day. In the 5 seconds he was on TV, BOSA put himself at risk on a 5-figure fine. So I guess they're trying to fine him now for doing so, but I mean, if it's just 5 figures, I don't think that it'll bother Nick BOSA at all. It goes on to say, Rule 5, Section 4, Article 8 of the NFL rulebook says the entire time a player is visible to the stadium and television audience, including during pregame warmups and in postgame interviews, both on the field and in the locker room, they are prohibited from wearing, displaying, or otherwise conveying personal messages either in writing or illustrations unless such message has been approved in advance by the league office. Now, do you guys see how messed up this is? Because somebody really went and dug this up. They really wanted to lay it down thick right here where they're saying, like, nobody is about to look at an article when it comes to putting on a shirt. Secondly, it says personal. This isn't personal. This is actually someone's slogan. It's not Nicky BOSA's slogan. It's not him creating something out of nothing. This is a movement that he is choosing whether you like it or not, right? Whether you like it or not. I've noticed that when it comes to one of the nominees, the Republican nominees, that the world seems to want to go against that. But when it comes to the other side, they have nothing to say. They have nothing to say. They won't even mention the president's name in this. But you know what? For the other side, they mention her name left and right. And you guys know that I'm telling the truth. Now I know a lot of you guys are going to probably look at a lot of my videos, and you guys are going to say, man, I could tell. I always knew that he liked the other guy, right? Orange Man Bad, Donald Trump. Well, guys, I do. I actually like Donald Trump. I don't think that he's what a lot of people, say he is, but I respect how everybody feels. That doesn't mean just because you like Kamala Harris, I'm going to disrespect you or I'm going to not like you. In fact, that seems to be exactly what's going on with the other side. I mean, like, if you're not with them, you're against them. But Jason Whitlock had an interesting take on this as well. So I want you guys to watch this and react to it.
In the first half, what was said during halftime? Hey, all right, Nick Bosa with a message there.
And so I wish he had been wearing a red MAGA hat. That would have been even better. But of course, after the game, reporters, oh my God, you're wearing a MAGA hat. Nick, tell us why.
I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I think it's an important time.
Now, guys, I just want to pause right quick because there are so many people in the closet who actually do support this candidate that Nick Bosa supports. But why I respect Nick Bosa is because he has the courage to face the world. I mean, in my opinion, my personal opinion, I do believe that the other side has done a great job. The other party, the Democrat Party, has done a great job of convincing people that if you don't agree with them, then you are a bad person. I mean, I've literally seen people get attacked. I've seen people, anything MAGA related, Make America Great Again, any shirt, apparel that they wear, they're kind of afraid to wear it. And I'm just like, damn, I remember a time in America where it used to not be that way. Like, people had the voice, the freedom to, wear stuff like that. And what's crazy is, like, I see before and after, the NFL games, you see some of the clothes that the NFL players wear. I see a lot of players wearing stuff that rappers have, that rappers say some words, the lyrics on their shirt, very vulgar. Some of these rappers are murderers. They wear those. They don't have any problem with that. But a guy who wears a hat gets a fine. That's crazy. That's crazy. And that's the hypocritical shit that I like to call out, because I guarantee you this, based off what I've seen, if he had anything related to the other side of the party, you see all of these other sports athletes, they're endorsing the other party. No one is saying anything. But because this guy is hated so much, this candidate, this Republican nominee is hated so much, Donald Trump, he's hated so much, the world, it seems like they're going against this guy, man. And I just think that I respect Nick Bosa. I'm not really a fan of Nick Bosa. I think that he's a damn good athlete, but he does kind of come off a little cocky and arrogant. I've heard other things about him that have rubbed me the wrong way. So I do want you guys to know that I am informed on some of those things. But I have to say, I really do respect anybody, any man, any woman who is willing to go against the grain for their own beliefs. And it doesn't just have to be labeled political. It's just about having the courage and being a modern man, and not afraid of what people are going to say. Because I just feel like this. Anybody that can make a grown ass man, take his clothes off, take his hat off, because they don't like it, then I no longer respect that man. So shout out to Nick Bosa, man, for having the courage, to go against the grain and push the message to vote, whether you believe in it or not. Everybody who's eligible to vote should do so.
You're right. We're in an important time, and it's a time where men need to come out of the closet and stand 10 toes down on what they believe and what they stand for. And that's what I think we're seeing in the sports world.
And right there, guys, is where I agree, right? That's pretty much been the message of this video. I do think that most men have caved into a society where they are afraid. They don't want to offend any woman or any other race, where back in the day, it just wasn't like that. It is what it is. I mean, even if you're trying not to offend someone, you're going to offend someone, because somebody isn't going to be happy. That's just the way the world is. There always is going to be a yin and yang effect. When you're happy, somebody's sad. When you're mad, somebody's sad. It is what it is. Like, that's just how it goes. Most of these men really do support what Nick Bosa does, and they support the things that he believes in. You saw the interview. His teammates just laughed. Do you honestly think they're laughing because it's Nick Bosa, or they're laughing because this guy he told us he was going to do this and he did it? And they probably believe the same thing, just like Pat Mahomes' wife. You think Patrick Mahomes doesn't support Donald Trump? You're crazy. No, Patrick Mahomes just doesn't want to erupt his fan base because he understands that sports is something that he should stick to and leave the politics out of it. That's exactly why after Harrison Buckner went and supported and endorsed Donald Trump, the Chiefs extended him on a contract. Do you honestly think that the whole Hunt's organization does not believe in what he believes in? Of course they do, but I guess when it comes to the NFL commercials, the Nike commercials, they're all going to be on board because they understand how to do business.
My entire message all last year was about, hey man, quit apologizing. Quit apologizing for being a man. Quit apologizing for your beliefs. And I had a special message for white guys. Quit apologizing for being white.
Now, that's crazy because as I've told you guys in the videos that I've made, I do sense a lot of white people pandering to black people now, and it's literally out of control. I mean, you see it on all of the sports shows. ESPN has never been this black. I mean, kudos. I mean, it's my community. I support it. Do I think all of the talent is there? No. Do I think that Cam Newton belongs? No. I mean, fuck no. He sounds crazy. But it just goes to show you that this is a movement, and because everybody wants to be down with the brown, hey, they're pandering. They're going to try their best not to rub any black people the wrong way. And I've noticed that the last few years in media, in my opinion, is not flattering because it isn't organic. Okay, if it's organic, it's different, but there's a difference when you know that people are just going to be a yes man because of your skin color, you know?
Stand on what you believe and quit running into the closet. Nick Bosa has been on the front lines of this for quite some time. He got in trouble when he first came into the NFL for making the point he didn't like Beyonce. And the next thing you know, Twitter's calling him racist.
You are not a fan of Beyonce. Why?
I don't like the fact that she has to make everything such a big political statement.
Okay, guys, this is going to be a very sensitive topic. So if you are a Jay-Z Beyonce fan, you might as well log out right now because I'm about to definitely tell it like it is. First and foremost, I've always been an independent voter. I don't really care who's on whose side as long as it makes sense for my morals, my values, my beliefs. I agree with Nick Bosa, man. I think that the Democrat Party knows that the black community is easily swayed, easily persuaded. They look at us like sheep. We can't think for ourselves, apparently, because they use these big name artists like Beyonce, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, LeBron James, who fakes like he reads books when he really doesn't. They use these big black icons. I mean, even Barack Obama, still to this day, we saw the video of him coming out assaulting and insulting black men for not wanting to endorse, the nominee Kamala Harris, who is a part of the party that obviously he is a part of. But they use these people to master manipulate. And the reason that I'm not a Beyonce fan, Jay-Z fan, is because they pander into it as well. They know that the black community looks at them like gods. They are super elite royalty. So whatever they say is it always has to be about black, 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 black. And I get that, but everything isn't about black and white. Okay, we understand that you are a black power couple, but let's be honest, everything is about the dollar. They cut Jay-Z, Beyonce fat, humongous checks to go out here and persuade the black community. The only thing is that it is quite different this time, where people like myself, a lot of content creators, a lot of entrepreneurs who have woken up, who have taste success, who no longer want to be labeled as sheeps or followers, we have awakened and we see straight through the writing. And this guy, who is obviously white, it takes a lot of courage to come out here and say this. And he kind of gives me the vibes of, I'm tired of living in a shell life, not being able to express myself. There are some people who are genuinely racist. I don't know if Nick Bosa is racist or not. A lot of people call him racist. I've heard that quite a few times, but I'm looking at it from my own perspective. And right here, man, like, he's just telling the world the ugly truth, because the truth of the matter is Beyonce and other icons like Beyonce in the black community they're going to use their leverage because they're in business with a lot of people in that same party. And there's also a lot of information that they don't want leaked. I won't even be surprised if this video gets flagged, guys, honestly. But I have to tell you guys the truth. And this is why I support Nick BOSA, because this guy has balls. Not too many of us men with the great American penis have the courage to come out here and do the things that he's doing, man. When you just don't care anymore, fuck that. Forget the fines. I'll pay whatever I need to pay, but you will not shut me out. And I think that every American should follow suit, whether you believe in Kamala or Donald Trump. Hey, man, it's okay to express that. It's okay to wear whatever shirt you want and just go into the world and not be attacked. So kudos to Nick BOSA for coming out here and just staying true to who he is, honestly. So what do you guys think about this? Do you guys agree with Nick BOSA? Do you think that he's a complete moron? Do you guys think that I'm a moron? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Peace.
Yeah.